Whoa! It's a brand new week! Hello everyone! Bonsoir tout le monde! J'espère que ça va bien. Bienvenue à un autre épisode de The Vintage Kids. Welcome to a brand new episode of Les Vieux Garçons. Ben, les vieux enfants. In French, it would be, Vintage Kids would be translated to Les Vieux Enfants. Ouais. Old kids, vintage kids. So, hello. I hope everyone's doing great this week. Cette semaine, nous allons faire un survol de ce que nous pouvons nous attendre d'avoir en 2023. We're going to make a overview, a drone shot of what to expect in 2023, and not necessarily talking about Star Wars, but Star Wars. Let's say that we're going to talk about. Just going to check something here. Yeah, that's the problem. And we're back. Technical difficulties. I presume that's the issue right now. I just realized that I was not on the right internet connection. So sorry about that. I'm back. Let's hope that you guys will be back too. Donc, what I was saying is that we're going to make an overview of things to expect in 2023. Donc, on va faire un survol de ce qu'on doit s'attendre pour 2023. Évidemment, on va voir ce que c'est exactement ce qui s'en vient. On ne sait pas trop là. Il y a beaucoup de choses qu'on est déjà au courant, mais il y en a d'autres qu'on ne sait pas. Ce sera pas long, là. Je suis en train de m'assurer que tout est bien connecté. OK. So I made a little list of things that I think is worth mentioning. Donc, j'ai fait une liste des choses que je pense qu'il vaut la peine d'être mentionnées par rapport à ce qui s'en vient en 2023. C'est sûr et certain que j'ai pas nécessairement fait une liste de tout ce qui s'en vient. My list does not include everything, but I think, there are things that I'm already following or I'm already listening, so I put it on the list. Greg Marshall, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing great, buddy. Just a note. Greg, by the way, I did not send you any message about this, but I really want to tell you that the drawings that you're doing are amazing. Keep up the good work, man. I'm telling you, I really enjoy seeing your drawings. They look amazing. I love to see the new stuff every day that you post. Keep doing a great job. You really have talent, man, on this artistic thing. Yeah. So I just wanted to tell you that. Monsieur Christian Danny, mesdames et messieurs. Hey, il va falloir qu'on se voit à un moment donné, là. On est plus que dû, là, parce qu'éventuellement, on va se croiser dans la rue et on se reconnaîtra même pas. On va dire, tu que... Donc, c'est ça. Fait que cette semaine, on va vraiment faire un petit survol de ce qui s'en vient dans 2023. We're going to make an overview of stuff that is coming ahead in the geek world, in the... Not geek world, but you know what I mean. So, I see that my new cap is actually like, lights from God. So I just want to close my phone because I presume I'm going to receive some messages and I don't want the phone to do beep, beep, beep over and over again. And now I'm out of focus. And I'm back. So I have a little list. I'm going to go through that list. I'm going to tell you what I think about either the series or either the movie. They're basically movie stuff, Star Wars stuff, and series that are coming up in 2023. And again, it's not only Star Wars. It's a lot of stuff, things that I'm interested in, things that I've already watching, like I said earlier. So I was supposed to print this, and I totally left my sheets in the printer. So I have my list on a Word thingy. So I want to start with the movies. I was surprised on several of these movies that are coming up. I did not make tons of research on them. J'ai été surpris sur certains des films qui s'en viennent en 2023. J'ai pas fait des recherches très approfondies, mais il y en a que ça m'a vraiment surpris. Je fais comme ah ouais. Mais en allant écouter le preview ou quelque chose, j'ai fait comme ah ok, ça peut être intéressant. Mais quand même, je serais curieux de savoir votre opinion. I would be interested to know your opinion on certain of these projects that are coming up. Again, if you guys know movies that are coming up or even series that are coming up, at first I'm going to talk about movies, then I'm going to go through series. Let me know if you, because like I said, there are several series or several movies that I haven't seen, I didn't watch. So I'm not able to tell you, oh yeah, that second one is coming or that second season is going to be amazing because I haven't seen it. So again, go ahead and make us some suggestions on what is good and what is bad or what is worth or watching or not. Okay, so again, I'm going to start with movies. I'm not going to show you stuff today. I'm not going to show you posters. Sorry, I haven't prepared a lot of interaction with you guys with the visual. You're going to stuck with that face. So sorry about that. Mais c'est ça, fait que j'aurai pas des posters, tout ça, mais je vous invite quand même à aller les chercher si vous êtes intéressé de savoir un petit peu plus sur les films sur lesquels on va parler aujourd'hui et les séries, évidemment. So first up, I was really surprised to see that they were doing this. J'étais vraiment surpris de voir qu'ils étaient en train de préparer quelque chose comme ça. And I was worried at first because I thought it was a remake again. And it's actually Wonka. Believe it or not, they're doing a Wonka movie, and it's not a remake. It's an origin story. Donc en français, ils font un film sur Wonka et la Chocolate Factory, la factory de chocolat. Je ne sais pas comment ils l'appellent en français, la magnifique chocolaterie de Wonka, je ne sais plus. Donc, non, c'est pas Johnny Depp qui va jouer dedans. Non, c'est pas notre ami qui est décédé qui a joué dans les années 70, 80 ou 70, je m'en rappelle plus. It's actually the guy from Dune. And he played in a lot of stuff, but I forgot his name. He speaks French. I forgot his name. So, it's the guy that plays in Dune, the kid, and he's going to play a young Wonka guy. And we're going to learn the story of how he met the Oompa Loompas. Ooh, it's going to be spooky. Donc, ça va être l'histoire, dans le fond, de comment que... je vais desserrer ma casquette, parce que là, c'est serré un peu. Je suis en train d'avoir les idées qui s'écrasent dans ma tête. Ah, c'est un petit peu mieux. Nouvelle casquette, hein? Regardez-moi ça comme c'est beau. Hein? C'est pas à vendre, là. Je veux juste vous montrer, puis je la trouve écœurante. It's a Darth Vader Obi-Wan Kenobi cap. One of my friends, Mike, if you're listening, hello, Mike, actually purchased that cap, and I thought it was amazing. So you have half Empire logo and Rebel logo, and it's actually like sticking out. Feels like metal, but it's probably just plastic, but it looks amazing. Anyway, not for sale. So they're doing an origin story of the Wonka guy. So, okay, could be good, could be fun. But it actually feels like what they did for Wizard of Oz. They did the same thing with Oz. I don't know if you guys remember. I forgot his name, but they did a kind of similar thing with Oz, The Wizard of Oz, it was actually like an origin story also. It was eh. But I prefer that they do that instead of, again, making a remake. And I just realized that my banner is not the right one because we've already started. Oh, yeah, and by the way, my name is Vintage Phil. Hello. Um, yeah. So they're actually doing a Wonka movie. Like I said, I was worried. Again, fucking remake. Come on, man. But it's a new story, so probably gonna know how Wonka met Amber Heard. Of course, it's not going to be that movie. Okay, so let me go back here. Okay, let's check the other one. Next one. I don't know if I'm tired of those movies. The last one was okay because Superman was playing in it. Henry Cavill, you know, the one that actually recharges muscles. It's Mission Impossible 7. Donc, Mission Impossible 7. Je sais pas si je suis tanné de ça. Tu sais, à un moment donné, I was a big fan of the TV series. I thought that the first few movies were great. Tom Cruise is doing a great job. But a 7 movie, okay. I'm not a fan of the Fast and Furious movies. I've seen. I think I just saw the first one, but I'm not a car guy. I'm not a guy that loves like car chase in movies. Like, oh yeah, car chase. It's amazing. It's actually art. It's art. Être capable de faire un car chase dans un film, c'est une job extrêmement demandante pour un réalisateur. Je sais tout le travail que ça implique. It's really difficult, and it's an art to do a car chase. But personally, I'm not a big fan of these kinds of movies, and it's probably because, like I said, I'm not a car guy. I'm not like a mechanic guy. I don't really enjoy race and speed and stuff. But I'm going to say one thing. If you guys want to see a great movie with amazing car chase in it, and I think it's most of the movie is in Rome and Paris. It's a movie called Ronin. Go check that out. If you guys are car chase lovers, scenes, that movie, great movie. I think. Anyway, check it out. I think Robert De Niro plays in it, and the guy, what's his name, Jean Reno, and plays in it, and the car chases are amazing because you have to think that in Paris and in Rome, the streets are that tight, so they're going through really tight streets, and it's crazy. The action is really good, and I think it ends in the Rome in the stadium, the big stadium there. Anyway, Jean Reno, c'est ça. C'est Jean Reno. It's a great movie. It's a great action movie. Actors are good. The story is great, and amazing car chase. But there's no like flying cars or how do you say it? The nitro, when you put like super speed cars and you know. Anyway, so I was talking about MI7. So Mission Impossible 7. Ouais. OK, tu sais, je vais probablement jeter un coup d'œil. J'avais aimé le 6, correct, tu sais, mais à un moment donné, ça devient essoufflant, tu sais. Puis on va voir même, there's another one also that we're going to talk about. Well, I'm going to talk about just very quickly. It's later on my list, but it's the same thing. Something that looks interesting is Mario Bros. They're Mario Brothers. There's actually a animation movie coming out. If you are a Mario Brothers fan and you grew up with the first Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, and also all the Mario Kart things and stuff, there's actually a movie coming out. Go check the preview. It looks it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna watch it. So that's something that I'm interested to see. Je veux voir ça. Mario, ça va être intéressant. Ensuite de ça, ben là, évidemment, on tombe un peu dans les Marvel. There's tons of Marvel stuff coming out. The first one, the preview is already available. It's the next Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Wasp. Pas the Wasp. The Wasp. It's actually Quantumania. And it's interesting because I think that one is going to be very important in the. I think it's phase 4 we are in Marvel stuff because Kang is going to be in it and he's the big baddie. So, well, one of the Kangs. If you watch Loki, you know who Kang is, or if you are actually a Marvel comics reader, you know King Kong Kangs. This is getting heavy. Donc, c'est ça, il y a le prochain Quantum Mania Ant-Man. Ça va être intéressant. Encore une fois, on a tout l'aspect des enfants, des super-héros qui rentrent dans la lignée. Ça, c'est une autre affaire que je ne suis pas contre, mais c'est encore une chose que je commence à être essoufflé, là, tu sais, qu'on voit souvent. On a vu la même affaire dans Indiana Jones 4, 4, and it was pretty terrible. And also in Ghostbusters, like they're taking. We're going to see it also in that 90s show. So I totally understand that they want to kind of continue something that was really popular, and like we're gonna try to do more money and use the kids of the actual character and create something. Well, they did this also with Star Wars. Spoiler alert: Ray Palpatine. Oh yeah, really? How about R2 the Hutt? Why not? Okay. So, yeah, Quantum Thing, it's coming up. This one I really want to see because I really enjoyed the twist in Loki, and I really think that they did a great casting on Kang. Donc, c'est ça, j'ai hâte de voir le Quantum machin. Ça va être intéressant, je pense. Ça va vraiment venir attacher où est-ce qu'on s'en va vers l'espèce de nouveau méchant à la. Voyons comment il s'appelle. Thanos, mais là, c'est Kang. Ensuite de ça, bien évidemment, oui, dans les autres Marvel, in other Marvels, we're going to have the Marvels with the Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel that are actually going to team up, and they'll be ready for the big finale adventure, whatever in Phase 5, I presume. But there's no thriller yet. And as I already told you guys, the Miss Marvel series was okay, but I really felt like it was mainly for a younger audience, so that's okay too. But I'm really curious how they are going to present the Marvels. They're gonna like mix both of these things. Also from Marvel, there's of course Guardian of the Galaxies Volume 3, and I think this is also going to be interesting because they did an amazing job on the first two. I really enjoyed these movies. Love the cast. We've learned recently, a few weeks ago, that Batista will not be in his role again. So that's supposed to be the last time we're going to see him in this role. So does it mean that he's going to die? Spoiler, but could make sense. Okay. Ensuite de ça, next up, what do we have in other movies coming up? Of course, there's the Indiana Jones 5 movie. I've already talked about it in a previous Vintage Kids. Donc, il y a Indiana Jones 5 qui s'en vient. J'en ai parlé dans un épisode précédent de Vintage Kids. J'espère qu'ils vont un peu sauver les meubles par rapport au dernier. D'après ce qu'on a vu, d'après ce qu'on a pu voir dans les previews, as far as we could see in the previews, in the trailers, they're like heading away from Shia LaBeouf, notre ami, the one that was supposed to take the lead. Thank God. And they're still like putting a family twist again in this, I presume, with the great actress that is, I forgot her name, but she's a great actress. She was in Solo. Well, she played the robot that ended up in, spoiler, in the Millennium Falcon. C'est elle qui jouait le robot. Je me rappelle plus de son code, là, mais celle qui couche avec Lando. Non, mais tu sais, utilisation du WD-40, hein, tu sais, ouais. Je savais pas que Trojan faisait du WD-40. So, you know the robot that end up sleeping with our friend Lando? Yeah. That's probably the future. Okay, after that, what do we have? Okay, we've got Aquaman 2. I'm not sure, did everyone leave? I don't know. That's a good question. Hey, it's Joe Ferraro. Yeah, there's only one person on the Yoda's workshop. I'm surprised. No, there's actually more people probably watching on YouTube and watching on my personal page. So good to see you, by the way, Joe. So yeah, there's actually Aquaman that will be in theaters, and I was not a huge fan of Aquaman 1. It's I mean, it was okay, but I was not like really impressed with Aquaman. It's an amazing casting. I've got nothing to say about that. Great casting with Jason Momoa. Love the fact that Jango Fett is actually also in it. Boba Fett is actually in it. Like I've told in another episode, they actually team up also in the series Frontiers, great Canadian series about the trade of the skin animal thing with the First Nation. Anyway, go check it out. I think it's on Netflix. So Aquaman 2, what to expect? I mean, there's I see it. I've been happy. Yeah, I don't want to tell you that you're going to be disappointed, but it's okay. It's really something different from the Marvel universe. I don't know what's the issue on. I don't think it's a question of superhero. Is that one better than the other one? But what they did with DCEU, yeah. I mean, it's sad because there was a lot of potential there, but I mean, bring back Michael Keaton, please, or go get Adam West out of his grave or do something, man. I'm not saying that it was all terrible, but I don't know. I would love to be able to be in this room with the people from DCU and ask some question. What the fuck went wrong, man? Who took those decisions, or what did someone like didn't show up and you failed to complete what that person was supposed to do? But anyway, so we'll see. So yeah, Aquaman do. So I'm going to watch it. That's for sure. Just for Jason Momoa, he's worth the watch. And of course, there's so many talk about the fact that Amber Heard, will have his role like really diminish. Ils vont vraiment comme diminuer sa présence sur dans le deuxième à cause de tout ce qui est arrivé, puis blablabla. Mais bon, on va voir. Il y avait même possibilité de la recaster par quelqu'un. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'ils ont décidé de faire. I don't know what they decided to do with the recast and stuff. Okay, up next. Okay, I was really surprised to see this morning. I did not, make any further research, but they're actually doing another Hunger Games. Why? Isn't the story over? Is it a prequel or what? So it's called Hunger Game something something. Like like they did with the Family Guy. So there's a new Hunger Game movie, and it's all like new casts, new people. I don't know who's going to be in it. Yeah, Jim. I'm. It's not that I don't like them. It feels like more like a B movie. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like we've got Star Wars, Marvel stuff, and like lower quality, we've got DC movies, and it's sad. Anyway, the same people, bro, and keep raising the figure prices. Probably, yeah. Frontiers was great. I'm not over with the last season yet. I can't wait to see it. I mean, I love that series. I've watched it, and it's funny because a lot of the event actually occur in Montreal, right next door to me, and the company that is actually the Bay, the Bay, the Hudson Bay. It still exists. C'est la baie du Son. Anyway, so it's a great historical series to watch, and they did a good job with the money that they had because it's not a big thing. So I totally understand that most of the thing was shot in basic studios, but they did a good job. Okay, I'm gonna move on because I've got a lot to go through. So Hunger Games, is it? I don't know what it's going to be, but I loved Hunger Games. I thought it was great movies, great acting, great characters, great universe. But now, what is it? A prequel? Is it like? I know it's not a remake, not yet. Please. Anyway, so there's also the next Disney live action movie, The Little Mermaid. And I know that a lot of people didn't like freaked out when they actually saw Greg Marshall. I love that name. I mean, I would change my name for that, right? Or like that. First of all, it's a lot more English international than Philippe Leblanc. Uh, or as you guys say, Phil LeBlanc with the silent C. Um, I'm a huge Batman fan. I have scratched my head at the movies. Yeah, I'm also a huge Batman fan. I think Batman was it's probably still my favorite superhero as a kid. And it's funny, I'm going to just throw this very quickly. I think I still make dreams about this. Uh, a lot of times as a kid and even as an adult, I have dreams that I'm actually fucking Batman, and as you guys know, Batman doesn't have any superpowers, so he always used like his security belt thingy. Il y a plein de trucs là, qui sortent là. Oh, here is my anti mouse licking thing. So there's always kinds of full of gadgets. And I had so many dreams that I was Batman and I was like shooting stuff hanging up from a building to another one. The 80s, man. I was too young to drink coffee. We're never too young to drink coffee. I started drinking coffee, believe it or not. I started drinking coffee 2 years ago. Can you believe this? Yeah, it's true. Well, maybe three. There were some cool parts in the DC movies, but for the most part, the movies seemed like they lacked effort. Yes. And when we say lacked effort, it's like in most of the important ooh, tea guy. That's good. I'm also a tea guy, but now I'm more like a coffee guy. But me and my girlfriend, we love tea. We should make a special episode on tea. We love to try all kinds of tea things. We go at shops and we try. Oh, this one is weird. Like tea made with like grass and whatever. And well, smell it. What's in it? I don't know, but it smells great. Let's try it, you know? And then we're like, oh, I don't feel so good. It's like, oh, there's a screw from a lawnmower. Okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so I dreamed a lot that I was Batman. And yeah, there's a lack of things that they did with the DC movies. And like I said, sadly, it's not like only in the writing stuff. It's not only like in the special effects. It's not only in the cast. The casting is okay for most of it. It really feels like sometimes they botched it. Like they I don't know. However, I think the Batman that was released last year, yes, totally right. But again, it's not the same. It's not the same crew that actually makes the other DC movies, like with the one that we're following with Superman and stuff. But yes, the last Batman was. I was really, really surprised. Is it Jimmy V, the guy that's going to be actually a short person invited to the ICCC this year? I didn't know that Jimmy V was the guy that played R2D2, man. I say, Jesus, Jimmy V is actually a R2D2 dwarf guy. I don't know if we're allowed to say dwarf or little people or Santa's helper. I don't know. I'm sorry, I've got nothing. Oh, by the way, yeah, you really need to see the last Batman. It's worth the shot. But if your TV is really like dark, raise the whiteness because it's really dark. Um. So what was I saying? Yeah. No, they don't like no James. They. I'm pretty sure they don't like that we actually call them fun size people. Facebook is going to shut me down. So please welcome my friend. He's a fun size people. Oh my God, a fun size people. That's really something. Yeah, that's going to be okay. The fun size people. Yeah. I love this. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah. Oh yeah, okay. What I was what I was going to say is uh you have to check a um a guy that actually makes stand-up comic is a stand-up fun size people comic. I forgot his name, but go check him out. He's amazing. I mean, you can't miss him. Well, you might if you know, if it's a wide shot, you don't really see him a lot, but he's great. He makes amazing joke on himself, on fun-sized people. I forgot his name. Anyway, he's great. Go check it out. His stand-up is amazing. Totally forgot his name, but if you're able to find the shows of this guy, he's worth every centimeters. Every inch of his comedy is great. Brad Williams. Merci, Christian. Go check Brad Williams. I mean, this guy, he's amazing. He's he's one of the great stand-up comedian of our days. Anyway, go check it out. He's great. Okay, let's move on. Fun-sized people. Oh my God, I'm gonna pay for this, that's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the last episode of The Vintage Kid was taken out of YouTube, Facebook, and every part of this world. Fun-sized people is a trademark purchased by Lucasfilm. Who has MS? Oh yeah, there's also the guy that is it the guy that he's like, oh, cripple with his hair very long, man. He's like, he actually talks a little like Cheech and Chong, and yeah, this one is also great. This guy is one of the great joke that he actually makes is you should see like where people with MS actually come out of the, I don't know, they're all in line waiting for a hot dog. It's like a zombie apocalypse. I want a hot dog, man. Yeah. Yeah, cerebral palsy. Thank you very much. That's the right. Even in French, I don't know the name of that disease. So, of course, we're not making fun, by the way. Just want to make sure if someone listening and wants to send me lawyers after me, we're not making fun of these people. We're making fun of the comedy that they are doing, and we love them for it. Anyway, and what I really like about these comedians is that they are able to laugh at their issues, at their situation, at their problems, and I think that's, it's not because it's going to make it okay to laugh at them, but anyway. Yes, of course, Jimmy V is absolutely awesome. I mean, he was born awesome. I mean, he can actually win the lottery in the U.S. without buying a ticket. I think he's the first human being that is able to do that. So, yeah. Okay. So if you ever win the lottery, even if you buy a ticket, you have to tell me. We're gonna schedule you a trip to Montreal. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make you learn French and German, so I won't be alone anymore on the MMC. Making fun. Okay. Okay, let's keep on going that list because I just see the time is flying. Yeah, I was talking about Little Mermaid. So, the Little Mermaid, I know that people freaked out about the fact that they actually cast a black woman, or it's not even, she's not even, how do you say it? We say over here in French, mulâtre. It's like, she's not like from two parents that are black. It's like mother's white, dad's is a black man, whatever. And I know that people like went crazy about that. To be honest with you guys, who cares? Who cares? Do you want to put a Chinese or Vietnamese Little Mermaid? Do you want to put a a fun-sized people Little Mermaid? That would be nice. That's okay. I don't care. You have to keep in mind that they are actually trying to introduce this amazing movie to a new generation of kids. So I totally understand why they're doing this, and it's okay. It's okay. Don't start freaking out about this. What I don't like, what they do is when they actually like recast a character and transform that character. That I do not agree. Um, like you don't recast Luke Skywalker as a fun size people guy. Could be fun, but you don't recast Han Solo with another actor. That's like put it in CG, like they're doing it on Mandalorian, and put Harrison's Ford face on that guy. I've got nothing against the guy, the movie, the actor that played Han Solo in the Solo story thing, but you don't recast Lando Calrissian with I don't know Hugh Jackman. Doesn't make sense. So, but when they are actually remaking a movie for a new generation, yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Um, anyway, so that's my point. Will I watch the Little Mermaid movie? Probably, because I expect that the CG will be better than Aquaman 2. Ooh. Sorry, DC. But probably it's going to be, I mean, probably going to do a great job. By the way, I haven't seen Avatar 2, and I really hope that I won't be disappointed in the CG stuff because it's supposed to be amazing. Anyway, I've already talked about that. So, up next, we okay. My daughter told me that she wanted to go check that movie out this week. It's always my favorite Star Wars character, but I've got to say, I like Solo more than I thought I would. Yeah, it's not a bad movie. I totally agree. I love the fact that they gave us the origin story of the friendship with Solo and Chewie. I that's okay. I thought it was a great movie too. Uh, it's just that it feels weird to take a amazing character that we know and love and recast it when they actually can do nowadays great stuff with the deep fake thing with the face. I don't know the right word. I only check porn. um, so they could have done that, but anyway, people bash it and makes me mad. Was no Rogue One, but it was good. Yeah, you're right, and I think that the fact that Rogue One was so great, uh, it's because it was the first one. It was the first one that was created in the zone of the original trilogy. So it was amazing to go back there as an adult. And it was like not sequel stuff, it was not like prequel stuff. It was right in the good era. So I think that, yes, the movie was great. They did an amazing job. But the fact that it was something that we could really and easily relate to, because it was literally attached to episode 4, and of course that scene with Vader. I think it made it great just by that. And Solo, there was so much. Well, I was worried to see a new actor. I'm not saying that he did a bad job. All I'm saying is that perhaps if the technology was available, they should have used the actor, but put Harrison Ford's face. I think a good young the deep fake was not, and yeah, it was probably before. You're right. It was. I think it was produced a few years when the technology was not as great as we see in Book of Boba Fett, and the Mandalorian. You're totally right. Um, yeah, you're right. You're totally right. We have to think about him as a younger Han Solo. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was going to say, but we knew Han Solo. We knew Harrison Ford when he was younger, but his breakthrough movie was actually Episode 4. He played in American Graffiti, the other Lucas movie, but he like a very small role. But it was not. I think it was like 2 years prior to Episode 4. So, mm. Okay, Little Mermaid. Okay, why not? Like I said, for a new generation. Next movie, Barbie. They're actually making a Barbie movie with Ken, and I've seen the pictures, the production. I haven't watched the thriller. I don't know if there's a thriller yet, but my daughter wants to go check it out. My daughter's 15, and she wants to go see it, but she's not like I'm a huge Barbie fan. She wants to go see it and laugh at it. That's how she told me about it. We're gonna go check it out and laugh our ass out. I was like, oh, good idea. But hey, it's Margot Robbie. Robbie. It's what's the other guy name with the amazing chest there? You know who I'm talking about, the dancer in the La La Land thing. Anyway, so is it going to be good? I don't think so. I hope. Am I going to watch it? I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, I'm not. I'm not a big Barbie fan, but we're gonna. I always try to watch everything that I can to have a better opinion on what's coming out. It was 2028 when Solo came out, so probably 26 when they filmed it. Harrison was 35. Yeah, it's like 10 years difference. Um, yeah, 10 years. That's a lot. You're right. I changed a lot in 10 years back in those days. Yeah, you're totally right. Okay, next movie, Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Uh, I'm a huge Transformer fan. I've watched the first seasons. It's actually the last toy line that I collected as a kid, that I enjoyed collecting as a kid, and I really enjoyed the TV show on the Saturday. Um, so the trailer looks amazing. Uh, Again, it's I'm gonna say the same thing for MI7. When is it enough? I don't know, but I love Prime. Autobots transform. Um, Peter, what's his name? Peter. I've got Peter Weller, but that's not. Is it what Peter Weller? I don't remember his name. Anyway, love Optimus, love Transformers, love everything that they did, even with Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf. But I love the Bumblebee movie with the girl in Hawkeye. I forgot her name too. I thought it was in a it was different. Enjoyed it. So I think that the Beast thing is from the series that came out. Um, Frank Welker. No, is it Frank? What? I thought it was Peter something that actually Autobots transform. Ah, Peter Cullen. Yeah, you're right. Um, Ironhide. Ironhide. I love his voice. Like deep voice Transformers. Autobots. Anyway, um, I'm gonna try to make an episode where I try to make voices and you'll be able to laugh at me. I do an amazing Kirk Keck. Um, so let me check. Okay, so Transformers, of course I'm gonna watch it, and I think it's more based on the season that came out later when I wasn't watching it anymore, like Beast things. So I'm not really in a good place to make sure about that. Is it only with the dinosaur with Grimlock and stuff. I don't know. Okay, next movie, John Wick 4. Love the John Wick movies, but again, when is it going to be enough? I love the fact that we're heading somewhere, but I mean, the 4 John Wick movie could actually be like one movie. Am I wrong? But I love what Keanu Reeves is able to do. Keanu Reeves. Um, I mean, he's a fucking god with all these weapon stuff, and it's amazing what he actually does. Actually does. Donc, je parle pas beaucoup français, hein? Je vois ça, là. French is not very popular tonight in my mouth. Let's switch to German. No, that's not German. Next up is Dune 2, the second Dune of the French-Canadian director that Denis Villeneuve. Yes, the little boy from around the corner. So can't wait to see the second one. I presume it's going to be great. There's the movie The Flash, and I don't know if it's in that movie that Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman. If it is, I'm gonna watch it because personally, I grew up with 1989 Batman. Loved him. Love what Tim Burton did in the first and second one. I really think that Michael Keaton is an amazing Bruce Wayne. That's my opinion. So I can't wait to see him back in the suit. Let me check. Okay. You missed you missed 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, the John Wick movie. The first one is amazing with the dog and stuff. It's amazing. The second one, the third one, it's like basically the same stuff. He's running around shooting people and stuff. Let me see. I missed a lot of. Frank was Megatron. Yes, Megatron. You could replace him. No, I trust me. My English is way not good enough, and my voice is not too. Man, it's odd down here. See, I actually can hear Kirk, but it's not that hot in here because we're in Canada. It's basically rarely hot in here. Okay, wait. Keaton is my favorite, and it is a Flash movie. Good. I thought it was like in a Flash TV series, so I didn't know. Okay, let's continue because there's a lot of. I've got 4 minutes left. I haven't talked about the series yet. Okay. Next up is Creed 3. Sylvester Stallone as Rocky is not supposed to be in it. Am I going to watch it? Yes, because I thought they did an amazing job with Creed 1 and 2. And not only because it's actually Rocky, I don't know, what Rocky are we at? 7, 8, 9, 12? But they did a good job with it. So, yeah, I'm going to watch Creed 3. I don't know what to expect. A movie that I really want to see is actually with Kylo Ren, Adam Driver. It's a sci-fi movie that will come out this year, and it's called 65. I've watched the thriller. Go check it out. I think it's going to be something really interesting. It's a guy, just to give you the premise. The basic story is that there's actually a guy traveling. There goes the red screen again. Oh yeah. Ooh, maybe it's because of my hand. That's a rare case of the red screen. I don't know. So I'm gonna check on Facebook. Oh, not red. Okay. So what was? Yeah. So 65. There's actually a guy that goes into a machine and travels back 65 million years back on Earth, and he ends up stuck on Earth with nothing and dinosaurs, and I presume probably the Jesus. You said it, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus. But I don't know. It looks great. I don't think he actually used the Force or have a lightsaber, but it's Adam Driver. I think he's a great actor. By the way, if you want to see a great movie with him, go check the movie that he plays with Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow. It's amazing. Land of the Lost. Land of the Lost. Yeah, what was? Oh yeah. Was that the dinosaur animation movie? Was it La Petit Pied le Dinosaure? In French, it's called Little Foot the Dinosaur. Okay, let's keep on moving because we're gonna end this at 10 o'clock. Up next, there's actually a movie for our friend Kristen Lee. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Teenage Years. It's going to be an animation movie. Des Tortues Ninja. Hein? In French, we say les Tortues Adolescentes Ninja. Ben oui. And there's a great cast for the voices. And of course, it's going to be like a origin story, I presume. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I was never a huge fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I was too old when they came out. When it became popular, so probably if I was younger, I would have freaked out on turtles. Yeah, turtles. I had turtles when I was a kid, but I guess I forgot to feed them or something. They all died on me. Thank you. Okay. So another great movie that's going to come out is, well, I enjoyed the first one, so this is why I'm mentioning this one, is actually Murder Mystery 2. It's with I'm going to say Adam West, Adam Sandler, and Jennifer Aniston. The first one was pretty great, and what I really enjoyed about that movie is the fact that the chemistry between those two actors is amazing, and it's easy to understand. It's because they are childhood friends. They've known each other for a very long time, and they're really close. And it really shows in the first movie that their chemistry on screen is great. So just for that, it's worth the watch, my opinion. Daniel Craig. As long as he never ever plays a Star Wars character again, I'm good. He'll be back. Oh, he'll be back. That's for sure. Kylo Ren's ghost. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna try to do it faster because, like I said, I'm 1 minute on overtime. I'm gonna take a sip. Oh yeah. Okay. Next movie is actually The Expendable 4. Yeah. So I've enjoyed the first three. Yeah. Love the fact that they brought back Mel Gibson, because whatever people might think of Mel Gibson, I don't care what he actually says outside of his characters. I mean, he's not a rapist. He's not someone that killed someone. He has problems, mental issues, drinking issues. That's life. But when he's on screen, this guy is amazing. He's one of my favorite actor of all time. Lethal Weapons, Braveheart, come on. I mean, and many more stuff that he did. So it was great. And in Expendable 3, I was really happy to see him back. I don't know what to expect on 4. Who are they going to bring? I mean, they basically brought back everyone from the 80s and 90s. So I don't know. Who's next? Surprise me, Sylvester. Next up, this one. Why? This is really why they are making. They're doing a remake of The Exorcist. Really, one of the greatest horror film of all time. You're remaking The Exorcist. Please stop it. Man. Uh, 50 cents will be an expendable 4. Well, that's probably as much money as I'm ready to pay for to see it. Anyway, so yeah, they're making a remake of The Exorcist. Why? Don't touch something that is already great. Don't make, don't do a remake of Clockwork Orange. Don't do a remake of any Stanley Kubrick movie. Don't do a remake of Star Wars. Well, they did with Episode 7, but you know what I mean? Why? Do something different. Do something new. Please hire people that are creative instead of hiring people that will only remake stuff that was already great. My personal opinion. Okay. And there's other few movies I'm going to go really fast. They're actually going to do a Legally Blonde 3 or 4. I don't know. I'm not sure. With Reese Witherspoon. Okay. But again, is it going to be like, here is my daughter. She's going to take the next Legally Blonde 5. I don't know. One movie I really want to see is the movie Napoleon. With our friend Joker. Joachim. Joaquin. In French, it's Joachim Phoenix. So, I mean, he's an amazing actor. Everything that he does is great. Can't wait to see him do in this movie. Napoleon, man. Hey, ooh. Great period film. It's going to be amazing. Okay, now in series, let's talk about series very quickly. Series that are coming up that I interestingly into them. I don't know. Of course, Mandalorian Season 3 coming up very soon. The Last of Us, based on a game that I have, but I haven't played. But I want to play it. So, of course, great cast with Din Djarin and Pedro Pascal and the girl from Game of Thrones. If you haven't seen that girl in Game of Thrones, try to find the sequence the scenes that she's in. She's an amazing lady actress, young kid, amazing actress. Also, I just saw something called Shadow and Bone. So I've watched the thriller. It looks pretty interesting. It feels like they created some kind of a new universe, sci-fi universe thing, and I'm interested in it, so I'm gonna check it out. Next up, we've got that 90s show. I was not a huge fan of that 70s show, but I've watched a lot of it. I've seen a few scenes with the old cast coming back, so I want to check that out. But again, it's the kids of the kids of the kids. Something that I just started to watch on Netflix is Kaleidoscope in English, with our friend Moff Gideon and Los Polos Hermanos from Breaking Bad, Gus Fring. So just for that guy, it's worth watching. So far, I've watched 3 episodes, and it's pretty amazing. I think season 3 or 4 of The Boys are coming out. I've watched everything so far, so I'm good. There's also this series called Invasion that looks interesting. It really feels like a mix with a V from the 80s and Signs and the Quiet Place. Anyway, so I want to see. I'm gonna check it out. Of course, there's season 2 of The Old Man. I love the first season. I'm a huge The Dude fan. I mean, Jeff Bridges is one of the greatest treasure on this planet for so many reasons. Uh, oh, here goes that's my warning. That's the heater. It's getting cold in here. So after that, of course, there's the Bad Batch. There's going to be Halo Season 2. I'm a huge Halo fan. I played Halo so many hours online. I'm not a big gamer, but I played thousands of hours on Halo. Just popping in to say hello before bed. Hey, Kristen! I love you, girl! You just missed something. I don't know if you were aware. I'm going to tell you if you're still here. There's actually going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie coming up. I think it's going to be like a origin movie, and it's called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Teenage Years. So go check it out. There's a great cast for the voices. I think you're going to enjoy that. So thank you for dropping by the way. Okay, next up, I was talking about what series? Okay, so Halo 2, Halo Season 2. I haven't finished the first season, but I was pretty surprised of the quality of what they did for the first few episodes. Something that I don't understand, they're actually remaking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Really, and it's actually Will Smith that produced it. Why? It's like doing Cheers all over again. I mean, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I really enjoyed that. I think it's a great show, but they're actually remaking it with a new cast. Why? And I think it's not even like the kids of the kids, like for that 70s show and 90s show. It's really a remake, total remake. Go check the trailer. Okay, now let's talk very quickly on the Star Wars stuff that is coming out this year. I'm probably gonna miss a few because there's some that we don't have the date yet. But there's going to be on March 17 the Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which is the sequel of the Jedi thing that came out a few years ago, that I played, and I've watched most of the cinematics on YouTube. There's going to be Young Jedi Adventures. This is like Padawans that are actually... well, it's really going to be a kid show. Go check that out. It's going to be like really for kids, like not going to say toddlers, but like for 10 years old and younger. So I don't really expect that they're going to put some really, really important stuff in the canon information on that show, perhaps, but it's going to be a kid show. Young Jedi Adventure. There's going to be Star Wars Vision 2. I've enjoyed a few of the first Visions, but I'm not going to say I was disappointed, but it's different. It's different, and I understand why they're doing it. I thought some were amazing, some were like, okay. Of course, we're going to have Ahsoka Season 1. That I can't wait. Of course, live action. And there's going to be the Skeleton Crew. We haven't heard much about that, but all we know, it's actually going to be like the Goonies in space. So can't wait to see what they are going to do with the Skeleton Crew. Jeff Daniels in Godless on Netflix is a wonderfully acted character. I really have to check that out. I really don't know. So guys, that's it. I've been blabbering for 13 minutes over my regular time. So of course I've missed a few of great series and movies that are gonna come out this year. But I hope you had fun with me again this week. So, guys, thank you very much for joining me. Merci d'avoir été là cette semaine. Encore une fois, pour ceux qui, for the ones that will be joining us tomorrow with our friend Kirk and Rick and Shannon and Carol and Moose. I can't wait to see you guys there on the MMC. And as I always say, guys, be safe, be good, be wild, be you. Enjoy life. Life is amazing. Every day that we are waking up is a blessing. Tell your girlfriend, your family, your daughters, your sons, your mother, brothers, sisters, whatever, that you love them, that they are important for you. Because it's really important. You guys have to enjoy life. It's really amazing. I love life. Congrats on the puppy. Thank you. I'm probably going to show her to you guys next week. I was supposed to show you my new little girl tonight, but my daughter went out with her, so she's not here. But next week, she's amazing. I mean, I'm already in love. So guys, thank you very much again for being with me, for making this vintage kids thing a thing. Thank you. Really, it really means a lot to me. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I really enjoy doing this. So thank you. So have a great week, and that's it. See you next week. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about next week. We'll see. If you have suggestions, again, go ahead, send me messages, send me PMs. I'll be happy. If you have questions, I'll be happy to do my best to answer them. So take care. Have a great end of week. See you next time. Bye.